Dodge, just south of Clearwater Mall on US 19 in Clearwater. Listen to 98 Rock for details on how to win a 1998 Dodge Dakota Sport from the new Carlisle Dodge.
The edge of the third inning here in Auburndale, the state Class 4A championship game on Sports Channel, Lake Region High School in Bartow. No score. The broadcast rights to tonight's telecast have been granted to Sports Channel Florida by the Florida High School Activities Association solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this program without the express written consent of Sports Channel Florida is prohibited. So don't do it, okay?
See the Bartow team in the field, and just one senior in that starting lineup out there tonight for Bartow, and Donna Byers, and that's a real scary thought for any opponent that has to face this team, the fact that, hey, there's a good chance that they could be back again next year and the year after that.
Lake Region has 4 seniors in their lineup. Of course, when you have pitchers like Parsons or Tuning, you have a chance to get there in fast pitch no matter who else returns, but these will be very good teams next year. Ground ball left side, cut off nicely by Byers, who will throw over to Wallace for the out. If that gets past Donna Byers, that might become an infield hit.
Yeah, that's a slow roller that would be very difficult at that juncture for Lonsfoot to pick up in the hole and come back across the diamond and make that play.
So with 1 out, the batter will be Carrie Thomas. Melissa Parsons. Bunted, falls in front of her, picked up by the catcher King, who throws, not in time. Nice play by Thomas as she reaches.
Nice play and a good bunt. Nice play and a very good bunt here to lay it down. Holding up to the very last second. Looked like she was going to pull her bat back to hit away. And just a great bunt that just died here in the dirt.
It'll be a bunt single. 1 out, 1 on. We go to the top of the order, and Emily Tyus. Popped up in foul territory. Her first time, grounds it right side. Sands will go to first, throws wildly. The ball is free in the infield on the third base. The throw to third. She is safe. And we've got runners on the corners with 1 out on the throwing error by Sands.
The fun part of having everything in play. Coach Tuning over at first base had to do a little tap dance over there. A little slow getting out of the box, a little stumble there by Tyus, and or just a rush throw. There you see Coach Tuning saying, "Oh my goodness, the ball's coming at me here all over the place."
So we'll have a meeting on the mound as head coach Glenn Rutenbar goes out there to talk with his infield. First and third, 1 out situation. I'm sure they're talking about the fact that, hey, in the same situation, they were able to keep they kept us from scoring, so we've got to do the same thing as well in this spot defensively as Bartow deals with the first and third opportunity for Lake Region. Sports Channel Florida is your home for baseball night in Florida. Catch the action tomorrow night. Fred McGriff, Wade Boggs, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays battling Cal Ripken, Rafael Palmeiro, and the Baltimore Orioles. It's all right here on Sports Channel Florida. I've already got July 10th circled.
See, you got the 12th. How about that?
The
Yankee series.
I'm going.
Me too.
Friday night. That's going to be something. These Northerners, I'll tell you, stolen base there for Tyus as Bartow paid no attention. So second and third, 1 out. Devin Miller at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Big opportunity for Lake Region. Miller bunts at it, foul. 1 ball and 1 strike to count.
You can't have a better hitter up in the lineup with the lefty that can do so many things. Hit for power. She can slap. She lay down a very good bunt.
Runners at second and third with 1 away. Melissa Parsons delivers. Hold it up high. 2 balls and a strike. Region 30-4, Bartow 31-3. Now time called as Miller steps out. Devin Miller trying to make something happen here. Try to get her team on the scoreboard. Ground Ground ball to second. They'll have the runner hung up between second and third. No throw is made, and it'll be bases loaded. So Sands froze the runner, but then herself froze a little bit. Didn't make a throw, and it's bases loaded, 1 out.
And a good job by Thomas there to hold and not commit. Not commit. Go halfway down, see where it's going to go. Obviously, when a ball hit to the right side, you want to try to be breaking, but with the infield in, you want to make sure that the release is made. Nice job to make sure that her base runner could get on. Getting back to the bag just in time as well.
So here's Heather McCrimmon. Strike on the inside corner. McCrimmon bounced out to Byers at third the first time. There you see over 400. We've not seen many 400 averages in this state tournament. Outside, a ball and a strike. Alyssa Parsons in a tough spot. Runners at all 3 bases. The runner at third, Carrie Thomas. At second, Emily Tyus. At first, Devin Miller. And here's ball 2.
Parsons maybe trying to be just a little bit too cautious, trying to pick her spots with the big number 3 batter in McCrimmon.
2-1 pitch is hit foul up the third base side, and we've got an even count at 2-2. Coach Tom Butler, 92 wins, only 16 losses. Only 6 losses the past 2 seasons combined. 63-6 over that stretch. Pitch fouled at the plate. We'll do it again at 2-2. Parsons, when she's reaching back for a little something extra. Very defensive swing by McCrimmon that time. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the third inning. Here's the pitch. Chopped over the head of the pitcher, underneath the glove of Wadsfoot into center field. To throw to the plate, we've got 2 runs in. It's 2-0 Lake Region. A bouncer through the middle for Lake Region off the bat of McCrimmon as the Thunder on top.
Lake Region faithful up and cheering, and the infield way in, and the chopper, by the time it hit the ground, it kind of just rolled and spun around there. Snake eyes through.
It'll be a base hit, 2 RBI, give her second on the throw home. So a single and 2 RBI from McCrimmon. 2-0 score, still a scoring opportunity. Second and third and only 1 out. Kara Kleibel will be the batter, and they'll have to bring the infield in for Bartow. They know runs against Carrie Tuning have always been tough to come by. Byers comes in. She's going to do a little coaching from third base. You've only got 1 senior. You need her to do that sometimes. For a couple of hits this inning, Thomas the bunt single and McCrimmon's grounder had scooted under the glove of Wadsfoot. Outside, ball 1 to Kleibel. Kleibel struck out her first time.
Some confusion defensively.
Now they're going to walk him.
Right.
I guess they didn't deliver the memo to Parsons because the catcher King was signaling to Walker, and Parsons delivered a high heater just a little bit off the outside corner. There's ball 3. So they'll load him up again for the catcher Katrina Van. Fast pitch softball games are usually quite low scoring, so there's a strike on the pitch out. 3-1. I'm telling you, it's like watching a guy getting ready to step across the plate to hit it. Just outside, ball 4. So down to first goes Kleibel. The bases are loaded again, still only 1 out. And Van a chance to break this one open a little bit in the third inning. Already up 2-0. Thunder of Lake Region seeking its first state title. Check swing, it's low, ball 1.
Freshman with checking to see if she went on that one. Freshman with 28 ribbies on the season, also hitting over 300.
Talk about how much better fast pitch softball gets in this state every year. Line drive, base hit, left field. 1 run will score. McCrimmon around third. She will score. The throw comes into the infield. Runners will be on second and third on an RBI hit from Katrina Van, and Lake Region leads it 4-0.
Coach Butler taking advantage of trying to push some runs across here. Nice piece of hitting by Van, going down and going after. You can see her keep that head in, that chin tucked in. Slightly bobbled there in the outfield, allowing the second run to come in and score.
There's a foul, strike 1.
Tuning had a hard hit last time up, lined out to the first baseman in Wallace.
Tried to check her swing, couldn't do it there, all tied up in knots, and the count's 0-2. Well, Carrie Tuning's got to be in a great mood at the plate, even with an 0-2 count, because her team has given her a 4-0 lead. Still has runners in second and third, just outside ball 1, and she wants to put the ball in play, maybe get another run or 2 in.
During the season when these two teams played the first time around, Bartow won 2-0. Lake Region winning the second time 4-0.
There's a strikeout, number 3 for Parsons. And with 2 out, the batter will be Jessica Tuning. So runners second and third, 2 out. 4 runs in for Lake Region. And there's strike 1 to Jessica. Well, Bartow really has its work cut out, although they've got 5 more trips to the plate. 4 runs is a lot to make up in this game. Up and away, the ball and a strike to Tuning. Kara Kleibel, the runner at third base. Katrina Van down at second. You see the base runners. There's a strike on the inside edge, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Melissa Parsons really working it inside and working it out, keeping it low on Jess Tuning.
The chopper third base side kicks foul. And they'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. A couple of errors have factored in this inning. The throwing error by Sands, and then a bobble by Goodwin in left field, which allowed the Kleibel and Van to move up a base, although that has not yet been significant in the scoring. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Parsons battles back to get a couple of strikeouts to end the inning, but the damage is done as Lake Region High School scores 4 runs on 3 hits. There are a couple of errors. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lake Region with a 4-0 lead.
The waiting is finally over. Tampa Bay has its tickets to the major leagues. Now it's your turn. Season ticket packages are still available for the historic inaugural season of the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Don't put it off any longer, or somebody else will be sitting in your seat. Buy a season ticket now and be there for the rest of this great opening year. Call 813-825-3250 now to make sure you'll be a part of Tampa Bay sports history. That's 813-825-3250. Call now. What happens when you take a leader in regional sports and combine that with the best sports news and information service on the globe? You get Sports Channel Florida. Sports Channel and CNNSI have teamed up to bring you the best live regional sports coverage of the Florida teams that matter to you, and the diverse world of sports with the power of CNN and the insight of Sports Illustrated. Turn to Sports Channel for CNNSI and get your fill of 100% pure Florida sports.
Well, there's the situation as we hit the bottom of the 3rd inning. A 4-0 advantage.
Lake Region batting around, and Heather McCrimmon coming up with a big hit.
2-run single, kind of a bad bounce under the glove of Lonsfoot. A break for Lake Region there, but you got to take advantage of those breaks, and they did when Van followed up with a 2-run single.
You know, in her mind, she'll say, you know, gee, that probably should have been out on that play. We should have been an easy play for them to make, but in the paper tomorrow it's down as a hit with 2 ribbies, and that's all that counts.
Absolutely.
And of course, Van said, nice shot.
Don't give any of those RBI things back. Especially if your name's Juan Gonzalez. Bottom of the third inning, and Bartow's job is to start chipping away. The sooner the better. Michelle Godwin, Scoot Godwin leads it off. Then we'll go to the top of the order. Sands and Wallace to start the third inning here in Auburndale, right in the heart of Polk County, and these are both schools from this county, thus the huge crowd. Bunted up the third base side, glove by McCrimmon in fair territory. She throws high, and the runner will be safe. I don't want to let that one go foul.
Take a chance on the roll. Yeah, it was pretty tight to the line. Nowhere, I'd have to agree with you. Rushed on her throw on a release from up top, never came through with her arm. In turn, the ball just took off as they headed toward first base, and Tyus, who was covering the bag, really just didn't have a play on it. Couldn't get a handle on it.
Sands steps in, takes high, ball one. Sands doubled over the head of center fielder Devin Miller her first time. She's gonna have trouble doing that again. Miller's backed up a few steps. There's a fastball strike on the inside corner. Look at Sands. She's a very small girl, but ripped one down the line to start the semifinal game and doubled over the center fielder to start this one. So she generates the bat speed necessary to do some damage at the plate.
And defensively, Sands made the transition from the outfield into the infield this year. They slid Byers over to third base, losing 3 players to graduation.
Foul back into the screen again. A ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, bottom of the third inning. Carrie Tuning has been staked to a 4-0 lead. The Lake Region pitcher gets the sign. A little low. 2-2. Pitch hit hard, knocked down by the second baseman. Tyus can't make a play. That'll be an infield hit. Hot shot off the bat of Sands, and Bartow's got something going here in the third.
Nice job there by Tyus to knock it down. Good piece of hitting, as you mentioned, going with the pitch. And that ball, realistically, if it wasn't knocked down, Godwin could have possibly made it to third base.
And here's Lauren Wallace stepping to the plate. The Yellow Jackets trying to rally. There's a bunt. Gloved by Kleibel. Throw to third. Safe. It was dug out nicely by McCrimmon, but the call is safe and the bases are loaded.
Heather McCrimmon is shaking her head no. Nice play, hopping out of the box. And it was close. Good call. That's a good call. Nice pick there by Heather McCrimmon, but no chance.
Tell you one thing, Godwin earned the nickname Scoot there because she scooted to third in a hurry. Otherwise, she would have been out. In fact, she went into third base very hard, slid late to get there as fast as possible. So, brief discussion with the umpire over there on the call, but it was the right one. Bases loaded, nobody out. Now, Lake Region doesn't have to give up anything. They don't have to come in and play it tight. They've got a 4-run lead, and they can trade a run for an out to try to keep this from becoming a big inning, especially with Byers up there.
Well, and the big key here with the big stick up, don't allow the runners to take the extra base. Make sure you hit your cutoffs. Don't try to go wild on a throw and try to throw somebody out at home plate because there really isn't any need. The 1 run means nothing.
Bottom of the third inning. 4-0 ball game, but Bartow in great position to change that. Fastball strike right on the inside corner again. That's a spot these pitchers need to live because they're getting it. And it's a tough ball to hit. Runners lead all 3 bases. Now time called at the plate by Byers. Byers has 3 hits in this state Final Four, a couple of doubles in yesterday's semi, and a single in the first inning. Tuning, and now time called again. So The home plate umpire is going to go out there and try to move Kerry Tuning along, I guess. Samuel Giles, rather working home plate tonight. And hopefully we'll get another pitch throw. Inside corner, strike 2. Kerry Tuning is going along with that inside edge and maybe a little more, and wearing it out right now.
Sure, a little cat and mouse game, and Tuning saying, you know, this is my territory, working the inside corner, trying to push Byers off the plate.
Swing and a miss. Byers chased one high and away. Really set her up for something outside, and a good job of pitching by Tuning, and a big out here in the 3rd for Lake Region.
That's a huge out right there. Little cat and mouse game going on in that series.
Kerry Tuning knows she got an important out there, but can't let up. Tanika Rose comes to the plate. Rose struck out her first time. Bases loaded, 1 out now the situation. Oh, it's fouled off the screen. Here you see it was pitched so inside that it ended up being fouled off that quickly to the left side. You're going to have to move off the plate if that inside corner becomes so dominant.
And that's exactly what Kerry Tuning wants you to think in your head, because then she'll come back with that outside rise pitch that she was very effective with in the state semifinal victory against Citrus.
Tuning's pitch fouled straight back, and she's got 2 quick strikes on Tanika Rose. This is almost like climbing the ladder, in tight, then over the middle of the plate, but up, and now may go back inside or try to get her to chase the same type of pitch Byers just chased. Rose steps back in there. Runners at all 3 bases. Here's the 0-2. Changeup is grounded off the glove on the left side. It'll be safe at 3rd, an infield hit, and the bases are loaded.
Tell you what, a heck of a play over there. Little ping pong action going on as Jess Tuning was able to knock it down and try to like shuttle pass it over to Heather McCrimmon. As we take a look at it on the replay, just trying to lead Heather McCrimmon to the bag, and didn't happen. Good base running there by Sands.
So a run is on the board. It's a 4-1 ball game. Don't understand a changeup at 0-2 when Rose has been late on everything. Here's Jessica King. Foul tip off the glove of Van into the backstop for strike 1.
Yeah, you want to be getting cutesy. You just get down to business, get them out, and especially with an 0-2 count. These teams very familiar with each other. They know what's going on.
Tuning looks into Van. Ball's hit in the air, right side, foul territory. Kleibel has room and makes the play. And there's 2 down. Nice job over there. Find the fence. Something a lot of fielders at every level don't realize to do that first. Find the fence.
Not a lot of room, and that's where you're happy that that pop-up is occurring on your own team's bench, because they're likely to tell you just how close you are to that fence area.
That'll bring up Palmer with the bases loaded, 2 out, and she takes strike 1. Palmer popped up to tie us at second base her first time. A 4-1 ball game, bases still loaded with 2 out. 0-1 pitch, tried to get out of the way, fouled it off unintentionally. It's strike 2. At third base, that's Shelly Sands. Lauren Wallace, the runner at second. Over at first, Tanika Rose. 2 out, bottom of the 3rd inning for Bartow. The Yellow Jackets trailing 4-1. Need a 2-out hit. 0-2 pitch, called strike 3. They won't get the 2-out hit, and the inning is over. Bartow gets on the scoreboard with a run on 2 hits. There was an error. The bases left loaded. We head to the 4th inning in the 4A state championship game here in Auburndale. Lake Region High School leads it by 3.
starts with a pitch. Then a swing of the bat. Catch all the excitement of the inaugural season.